Hello everyone. In today's session, I will discuss about intellectual property rights and commercialization of natural drugs. So, move to the first slide. First of all, you have to know what does it mean by intellectual property rights. It is defined as the legitimate rights of the inventor for protection of his intellectual property, thus excluding others from making, copying, using, or selling his proprietary subject matter. An investor, having spent huge money and efforts, requires a sort of protection for his intellectual property. Such protection allows him to gain the deserved incentive for his innovation or invention. Therefore, we can say IPR, that is intellectual property right, provides such protection. Now, in this slide, we will discuss about necessity of such invent and patents. So in ancient times, as we know, there is a quote related to this particular slide. It is nothing but necessity is the mother of inventions. Means whenever necessity is required at the same point of time or within the due course of time, in such cases inventions usually takes place. So creating absolute monopolies in method of treatment and medicines, increase the market share, the share value as well, putting competitors out of the business, the higher salary, perks and royalty for scientists, litigation opportunities for lawyers. These all necessities or compulsions to invent and patent mentioned, just mentioned, it is according to the public funded IP Bill 2008 by following Indian Wage-Dole Act. So what is patent? It is a grant by a state to an inventor or to his assignee, giving exclusive rights to make, use, exercise and vend the inventions for a limited period in exchange for disclosure in a patent specifications. To contract B and a nation and inventor. And whenever we are talking about the patentee, it is related to a claimer of the patent. Let's talk about the Patent Act 1970. According to the Act, a new invention, of course, was there to carry forward such intellectual rights. It should be new and non-obvious with respect to prior art. It must be useful enough, not previously in use in India. Invention as per the Act may be defined as any new and useful one. Now talk about patentable from, of course, the pharmacy background. New processes of manufacture, NCE, that is new chemical entities that has been implemented after 2005, new formulation processes, new composition of matter. Now, in connection with the natural products, let's talk about something which connects intellectual property rights and patents. So therefore, we'll discuss about the new use of known herbs and extract and their involvement along with the current topic. Patentable in India only through novel dosage forms or formulations or synergistic combinations according to 3C Act. Patentable in Europe, where even through known dosage forms, if efficacy in new indication is demonstrated. Patentable in USA, preferably as a method of treatment. Although, according to section 3(1) subclause, method of treatment, it is not patentable in India. Non-patentable, for non-patentable regulations in India, what are those kind of discoveries that we usually do in different sectors? Methods of detection, diagnosis or treatment of diseases, analytical methods, methods of agriculture, cultivation, the products made by chemical synthesis, animal, plant and biological methods for growing and rearing them. Now talk about patentable natural products. Formulation of new composition or improved formulation is patented. For example, patented herbal anti-allergic composition which comprises a synergistic mixture of extracts from the fruits of Terminalia cebula, that is myrobalan, bark of Albizia lebec, Terminalia bellerica and Umbilica officinalis, and process of preparation of such composition. The invention also contains the fruits of Piper longum, Piper nigrum, and rhizomes of ginger officinally and thoroughly mixed to get the final composition which has potent anti-allergic activity. The preparation is useful for the treatment of allergic conditions. Now, I will talk about patent for new use of the herbal constituents. The weight loss properties of forskolin obtained from the roots of Coleus forskoli were discovered by the firm Savinsa Corporation in humans, which is not a traditional use of the Coleus active. For this, the company was granted a patent for its use and composition in promotion of lean body mass, reduction of adipose tissue, most importantly fat content, and weight loss. Now I'll talk about modification of synthesis of the natural compounds. The novel steroidal glycosides compounds which are extracted and isolated from the extracts of plant of the genus Tricolon hudia containing an appetite suppressant agent, and the derivatives of such compounds are synthesized with the aim of increasing the activity of the active ingredient. Also, the invention provides novel intermediates for the synthesis of active compound. The active ingredient in the Hoodia gordonil plant is called P57 and is responsible for its appetite suppressant qualities. Phytopharm, a British pharmaceutical company, has the exclusive patent on P57. A novel isolation process, for example, for the process of isolation of azadirachtin that is fungicidal active that is having fungicidal activity from the seeds of neem and also its storage. NCL Pune Indian patent according to this particular organization. A new publication of an isolated compound, that is, for example, for the use of turmeric as a stabilizing agent for menadione and antifungal agent, that is a Japanese product. And the inventions with novelties, it is, for example, biopesticides. It is having applications related to biotechnological products and purification of the natural products. Challenges in overcoming absolute non-patentability in herbal drugs. According to section 2(1) subclause 1, invention means a new product or process involving an inventive step and capable of industrial applications. According to section 2(1) subclause 1a, inventive step means a feature of invention that involves technical advance as compared to the existing knowledge or having economic significance or both, and that makes the invention not obvious to a person skilled in the art. In case of herbal powders, pastes and juices in capsules, liquids or other dosage forms, those are obtained from naturally occurring substances. According to section 3c, the mere discovery of a scientific principle or the formulation of 20 or discovery of any living thing or non-living substance according occurring in different natural sources. Impact of prior art, traditional knowledge, known uses, known dosage forms. Overcoming prior art related to new techniques or processes, novel dosage forms of known herbs, new uses, therefore kind of approaches. Challenges in India, different challenges in India: severe resistance from powerful lobby of Ayurvedic industry and profession, poor status of standardization and characterization, lack of clear regularity, clinical guidelines and roadmap, absence of national governmental awareness on high global potential, and Indian mindset issues. Non obviousness or inventive steps, that is related to will need to invent product process not obvious to a person skilled in the art. For example, aqueous extract of herb, non-alcoholic solvent extract of herb. In case of additional step, characterization, standardization, marker compound isolation, marker compound identification, fingerprint approach. Use of chromatographical techniques, comparative study over powder or known extract, enriched fractions, newer extraction techniques, and pre-treatment or multi-treatment methodologies. Patentability filter, prior use, prior publication, prior disclosure. Industrial applicability, novelty, non-obviousness, inventiveness, according to section 3, non-patentable, written description, enablement requirements, application, specification, claims, patent, prosecution, maintenance, defense after grant. Curcumin and curcuminoids potential, few selected examples according to 1612 CHE 2005 titled a combination antimalarial drug therapy with curcumin and artemisinin. Parpumin, parperin in 1476 Mass 1995 titled use of piperin as a bioavailability enhancer. In case of picrolive or catkin 661 Cal 1999 titled a synergistic composition Glycyrrhiza glabra and Picorrhiza curoa for the treatment of liver and liver associated ailments and a process for preparing the same. Gingerin US 2008 308 titled ginger fraction for inhibiting human syrup enzymes. Patent literature analysis on herbal medicine. 70 to 75% in China, 10 to 15% in Japan, 5 to 10% in Korea. For India, it will be 2 to 5%, and the rest of the things covered by Africa and Latin America. Most herbal patents found in US and China. Patenting opportunities in India were heavily restricted with controls and interference, limited patenting opportunities, impractical Biodiversity Act, declaration of source and origin, absence of clear regulatory guidelines in herbal research, apathy at all levels. Patenting opportunities in USA and developed countries were high appreciation and acceptance for natural and herbal based medicines, prioritized introduction of regulatory system, open mindset and acceptance of traditional medicine, uh, keenness to adapt, assimilate and absorb herbal traditional knowledge based technologies. Opportunities, it includes Indian scientists and researchers uh, doing their work in different research labs. They should work closely, intensively, and passionately to develop herbal products for advanced medical treatment in collaboration with US, European research labs or universities. Patent the finding product, process, etc. globally through PCT route. Support strong model of suitable development of herbal resources without endangering the species in developing and underdeveloping countries. Have open mindset for practicable benefit sharing business model.